Wonderful. So you want to bring an idea into the world. Congratulations. I'm very excited to see what you create because we are, after all, constant creators. We love to create. We're designed to create. Now, if it was that easy, we would already have done it. We would already be creating all the things we want. We'd already have all the things we want in our lives. We'd already be making the impact, have the income, everything would be fine. But it isn't. And why isn't it happening already? Because there are things going on inside of our mind and in our heart, our thoughts and our emotions that are sabotaging our ability to just get on with what we need to do. So nearly everyone knows what they want to do, they know what they need to do, they know how to do it, but they're not doing it. So we have to look at these things and reprogram ourselves. We need to clear out all that faulty, nonsensical, dysfunctional software inside of our mind, because our mind is like a software program. We can install different software, and depending on the way we think about life, we see the world differently and we act differently practically, right? So you've got to get rid of all that old crap out of there. We've got to remove the faulty stuff. It has bugs in it, it doesn't work, it's dysfunctional. It's like trying to use some old software from the 1980s to do stuff today. It just doesn't work. You have to remove it. So what we're going to do in a moment is talk about the essential mindsets and the essential insights that we need to be able to actually make things happen. And the first time you hear this, it's going to help reprogram you a little bit, make you see things differently, open you up to new perspectives. And then if you ever happen to have some challenges, some sabotage, and you're feeling stuck, you can go back and watch these videos again and then refresh yourself with this new consciousness. Because sometimes, if we've been brainwashed and told certain things over and over again by people, you can't do it, it's too hard, and all these weird things, then it takes a little while to clear that out and create something new. So again, you can go back as much as you want and reprogram yourself with this, listen to these things, watch these videos over and over until you are in a state internally and in your mind and in your heart, so you can actually just make it happen. All right, so let's get on with it and discover what these things are. This is the last essential insight for your success: to make things happen in the world, create the impact, the income, the success that you want in your life in a very short amount of time. This is perhaps the most powerful and the most telling. Time is flying past, it's just disappearing. Yeah, well, time is a very weird thing, but days are disappearing, months are disappearing, years are disappearing. Years are just flying. I mean, I'm shocked. As soon as it's a new year, next thing I know it's February, next thing I know it's July. It's like, what is going on? Yeah. And none of us actually know how long we've got left. Yeah, we're here now, we've got all this technology, we've got all these wonderful opportunities right now with the internet. You can affect thousands of people's lives, you can make a difference, you can have a great life now as best you can. But we don't know, we could go outside and get hit by a car, yeah? We could get cancer, we could get some sort of nasty thing happen to us. We don't know how long this body is going to be here for. Yeah, someone could drop a bomb on us. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen next. We really don't. We could die today. This might be our last day. And I'm not trying to freak you out here. I'm not wishing death on you. I'm not, trying to have that vision. But I'm just saying, none of us know. Nothing is certain. We can't even trust our own breath. Yeah. Now, I hope you have a long and prosperous life, but we just don't know. One thing is for sure, time is speeding up, it's shooting along, and days are disappearing from us. And what happens to people who don't live their lives fully, when they have the unlived life? What happens to people who've lived an unlived life? Playing small, taking the long pain, avoiding things, buying into their fears, getting beaten by the resistance. What happens if we do that? At the end of our lives, and if you go to hospices and where people are dying, there's very common, people say, I wish I could go back in time and do the things that mattered to me. I wish I could spend more time with my family. I wish I could be more loving. I wish I'd done that project and made those things happen that I'd always wanted to do. I wish I'd quit my job and just done what I loved, because I've wasted my life. And we don't want to wait until we're on our deathbed, we're lying there looking at our family around us and say, what the hell happened to my life? We don't want to wait until then. We don't want to get in an accident and find out that we're just bleeding to death and then realize, what happened. Why don't we turn it around now? Yeah? Why doesn't this become the day where everything changes? And imagine that you've just died, because people have out-of-body experiences. If you do near-death experiences, NDEs, I highly recommend you watch some near-death experiences, because when people nearly die and they go into the light and they experience a life review where they see everything they've done, it shocks them, right? I highly recommend we think about death. I recommend you think about your own death right now, and you continue to think about death and the possibility of death that is really possible. None of us can actually die because we're eternal beings, but this body, it's limited, it's flimsy, it's not going to be here forever. It doesn't matter how many green smoothies we have, we still can't have this thing forever. So when we imagine death, we are open to death, we're open to what's beyond, and we realize how precious our moments of time are, and how precious this body is, and how precious this moment right now is. Imagine death, imagine not being here, imagine yourself in the future, looking back. Let's just do this exercise right now. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself on your deathbed. Okay, and don't worry, imagine it's, you're lying there. Looking back, there you are, you're about to leave the body, you're about to leave this world, and you're looking back on your life. Looking back. What would you like to have done? What do you want to look back on and say, I'm glad that I did those things. I'm glad that I made those choices. What do you want to happen with the rest of your life? This is a big question. Imagine if you died today. Would you be happy with yourself? Would you feel that was enough? If this was your last day, would you be happy with what you're doing right now? Are you happy with yourself right now? Because if the answer is yes, then that's great. You're already living it. But if the answer is no, here's the chance to change it. Here's the chance to make it different from today, literally. So when you comprehend death and your own limited ability to be here in this body, and you realize how precious moments of time are, then we realize, we've got nothing to lose. All these fears, all these silly ideas, worrying about this stuff, who cares? We're all going to die at some point anyway. Why not enjoy being here while we can? As far as I'm concerned, we're all eternal beings of consciousness, spiritual beings having a human experience. Why not enjoy being here? Why not have a go? Why not be creative? We are creators. Why not live today as if it is your last, and live every day as if it's your last, and do the things that you want to do with your life? It's so much more fun. And you feel great, and you help people, and you create the future that you love. So when you imagine death, be open to death, imagine not being here. When you imagine there's an end, then you start to appreciate what you have. Don't be afraid of thinking about death. Think about it. Imagine dying today. If you could change it, what would you do? Come back here and make a decision to live your life. Do you want to live your life fully? now is the time to do it. And I'm extremely excited about it because you can do magical things, amazing things, wonderful things right now. And every day can be a great day if you want it to. So be open to this. Be open to this massive breakthrough. I think you're awesome. I'm excited for you. I look forward to talking to you soon, and let's get on with it, all right? Let's get on with the system. I'm going to teach you a system in a moment that's going to help you align your life, align everything so that you can feel all parts of you are on board and you can go full steam ahead to make your mission happen in a very short amount of time. Totally believe in you. Let's do it. Talk to you in the next video. Aloha.